Thank you for listening to the Ask Annie Show. This is Annie Roth, your real estate specialist with Beam Real Estate and Beam Mortgage, NMLS number 336327. Every Saturday, right here on KGGR 1040 AM from 2:15 to 2:30 p.m., the Ask Annie Show is sharing valuable information to assist you in buying, selling, financing, and refinancing real estate, whether it's residential, commercial, or special use. On the Ask Annie Show, we also discuss foreclosure prevention, credit improvement, and down payment assistance. If you have any questions or concerns, you may reach me immediately after the show at 214-347-3107. Again, the number is 214-347-3107. If you're outside of the Dallas-Fort Worth calling area, dial 1-855-54-ANNIE. That's 1-855-54-ANNIE. Or visit my website at www.askanniefirst.com, www.askanniefirst.com. We are covering the ABCs of real estate. Coming in just a few minutes, we will be discussing the different options of purchasing a home with no money down. So hurry and call, text, and email your friends and family, and tell them to turn to the Ask Annie Show on KGGR 1040 AM to find out about down payment assistance. Let's go ahead and jump into the show. TDHCA, the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs, is the first down payment assistance programs that we're going to talk about. It is also called the Bond Program 77. This is funding for first-time home buyers. The program is designed to assist low to moderate income home buyers who are interested in purchasing their first home. There are two types of mortgage loans available through this particular program. One is the assistant loans, a first lien mortgage loan made available at an interest rate that is slightly above the current market interest rate. It provides down payment and closing cost assistance. It's about 4% of the mortgage amount that you get for the down payment assistance, and it is available in the form of a second lien. It's 30 years, 0% interest. It is only repayable if you sell the house, then you have to pay that down payment back out of your sales proceeds, or if you're refinancing, the repayment of the first lien is due under those particular conditions. So there is also a second part of it, which is the unassisted loans. They're available at an interest rate that is slightly below the current market interest rate, and they do not include funds and down payments and closing costs. So this is if you just want to get a lower interest rate but no assistance. So those are the two different types. With this particular program, as with most all down payment assistance programs, you have to have a buyer's education, which is required for all buyers receiving a loan through the Texas First Time Home Buyers Program. Then you have the Texas Mortgage Credit Program that is also offered through the TDHCA, which is Texas First Time Home Buyers Program. You may ask, what is the Mortgage Credit Certificate? Well, a Mortgage Credit Certificate allows the home buyer to claim a tax credit for some portion of the mortgage interest paid per year. It is a dollar-for-dollar reduction against your federal tax liability. This is a non-refundable tax credit. Therefore, the home buyer must have a tax liability in order to take advantage of the credit. Who is eligible? You have to meet income requirements for both of these down payments. Normally, it's 80% of the median income, and I'll tell you what that is in a few minutes. You have to be a first-time home buyer, and a first-time home buyer is one who has not owned a home as your primary residence in the past 3 years. So remember that a first-time home buyer is not a person who's never owned a home before, but it's a person who has not owned a primary residence in the past 3 years. You have to meet the qualifying requirements of a mortgage, so you are going to have to be approved for a loan. The home that you're going to get will have to be used as your principal residence. So that's some of the things that's covering about TDHCA. Another program that we have is the TSHAC program. That is the Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation. That is another grant that is out there, and it's a grant that helps Texans buy their first home. If you're trying to buy your first home, then this grant is out here. It is a grant of 5% of your loan amount that the home buyer can use towards down payment and closing costs. They have several programs. One is the Home Sweet Texas, the Professional Educators, and Homes for Texas Heroes Home Loans. And so in all of this, owning a home provides a tremendous economic opportunity for families and individuals, not to mention creating stability and security for the communities they live in. And this is why the T-Shack has taken this part to offer the home buyers assistance, so you can take advantage of these programs to fulfill the American home dream. That is what their main goal is. And when we're talking about the professional educators, this is a full-time classroom teacher, a teacher aide, school librarian, school nurse, or school counselor employed by a public school district in the state of Texas, or a full-time faculty member of either an undergraduate or graduate professional nursing or allied health program in the state of Texas. Also, for the Home for Texas Heroes Home Loan Program, those who qualify for that must be a full-time paid firefighter, emergency medical service personnel, a peace officer, correction officer, juvenile corrections officer, county jailer, or a public security officer working in the state of Texas. Now, for the Home Sweet Texas home loans, the person must be a family or individual whose annual income is 80% of their county's area median income. That is the AMFI. So with this, you also have to be a first-time home buyer, where we discussed that you have to also meet the income requirements, you have to take the home buyer's educational course, and you have to reside in the state of Texas. You're listening to the Ask Annie show on KGGR 1040 AM every Saturday from 2:15 to 2:30 p.m. If you have any real estate questions or concerns, you may reach me, Annie Roth, immediately after the show at 214-347-3107. If you're outside of the Dallas-Fort Worth calling area, dial 1-855-54-ANNIE, ANNIE, or visit my website at www.askanniefirst.com. ASKANNIEFIRST.com. Okay, the next thing that we're going to be talking about is the City of Dallas Mortgage Assistance Program. It is to assist home buyers with a total household income that is less than 80% of the Dallas area median family income to purchase a home within the city limits. The maximum loan amount for the home may not exceed the FHA 203B loan limit, and that's the standard FHA loans. You can call me if you want to know information about that. It has two different types of assistance that it has, one for existing homes and one for new construction. On the existing home, it's for eligible households. They may receive up to $10,000, and the funds may be available to the home buyers purchasing of an existing home as their primary residence, and up to $1,500 of that money may be used for minor repairs of the property as required by the minimum housing standards. Now, if you're purchasing new construction, it's eligible for households that may receive up to $25,000. Now, that is $25,000 that you may receive up to that amount on purchasing new construction. The MAP funds, which is the Mortgage Assistance Program for the City of Dallas, they're available to eligible home buyers purchasing a foreclosed property under the City of Dallas Neighborhood Stabilization Program, and that's the NSP or the EHOP Dallas Inc. So those are some of the things. The property must be located in the City of Dallas when you're getting the MAP money. The total income must be 80% or less of the Dallas area median income, and then it's based on household size. The property must meet minimum housing standards. The home buyer must receive the home buyer's education, which I said is standard on almost all of them. And let me give you an example for the area income qualifications. Let's say that you have a family of three, a husband, a wife, and a child. You can make no more than $50,000. You have a family of six people living in the household. You can make no more than $65,000 in order to get the down payment assistance. So definitely know that the down payment assistance is not for those who have good money. It's for those who have low income, can afford to pay it, but they just don't have the down payment. They can afford to pay their mortgage and their monthly payment. The existing home buyer assistance is a second lien loan, and it has a 5-year term. It's forgiven 1/5 per year. So 1/5 of the loan per year is forgiven. On the new construction, it's also a second lien loan, but it is 10 years, and 1/10 of that down payment assistance is forgiven per year. Also, we're going to talk briefly about the USDA agricultural down payment assistance. This is the rural housing service that provides loans in rural areas to eligible low and very low income applicants. The loan may be to purchase existing housing, purchase and repair existing housing, purchase a building site and construct a dwelling, or purchase a new housing. The rural area includes open country and places with population of 10,000 people or less. And under certain conditions, towns and cities between 10,000 to 25,000 in populations are eligible. On the USDA loans, there's no down payment that is required. This is where they are giving you 100% of the loan. It's a 30-year term, a fixed rate, no monthly mortgage insurance, which is a great thing. It's a one-time guarantee fee of 3.5% for getting this particular loan. There is no first-time home buyer requirements on this. So if you already have owned a home before, you can get this home. The only thing is you have to sell the house that you're in. You cannot own any other properties when you get this USDA loan. But there is no maximum loan limit. So there are some cities that are just outside the city limit and that is considered rural, that you can get a house, you can get 100%, no maximum loan amount. As long as you can qualify for that mortgage, you can get into the home. If you're outside of North Texas, we can help you anywhere in the state of Texas. But let's just look at the Collin County. You have Prosper. Little M was still on the USDA. When I talked to USDA representative, they said that was edging up. The population was almost about to get out, but Little M didn't counting. So that's on the borderline. You have Seagoville, you have Gainesville, you have areas like Crandall, Kaufman, Forney, Heartland community, which is a beautiful community out there, Royce City, Lakeview in Tarrant County, places in Decatur. You just have all kind of areas. Give me a call if you're interested in wanting to know if you're in the USDA location. And as I said, the loans are primarily to help low-income families. So there is so much out there in down payment assistance. You don't have to worry about, I can't afford it. You can give me a call and I can assist you. Okay, well, that's about all that we have for today. Just like it is not wise to drive a car without insurance or have a baby without a doctor, it is not wise to enter a real estate transaction like purchasing or selling a home without a licensed professional representing you. As in pregnancy and childbirth, some people have this fairy tale perception about how real estate transactions should go. Well, next week we will be covering the trimesters of a real estate transaction in order to help you get a realistic expectation. So make sure you're listening in to the Ask Annie show this coming Saturday at 2:15 here on KGGR at 10:40 a.m. As usual, time is gone so quickly and I've only been able to just rush in a little information. You can always call me if you have any questions or if you need assistance in buying, selling, financing, refinancing, credit improvement, foreclosure prevention, anything that's dealing with real estate. Just give me a call. I'll be willing to answer your questions. I am Annie Rolfe, R-O-L, F as in Frank, E as in Edward, and my number is 214-347-3107. Outside of the Dallas-Fort Worth calling area, dial 1-855-54-ANNIE, ANNIE, or visit my website anniefirst.com, ASKANNIEFIRST.com. Thank you and have a wonderful day.